Excellency, the Labour Party presidential candidate, Chief Peter Obi, was spotted alongside his running mates in the capital city of Kano. Peter Obi is now a chief. Okay? Maybe the title has been dropped before now, and somebody decides to pick it again. Well, that's not the issue. During his visit, he made some terrible mistakes regarding his outfit, which he's supposed to wear on that very occasion. Firstly, Mr. B didn't even care to dress in the local traditional attire to identify with the people. As the meeting was going on, he put on his shoes while addressing to the members and stakeholders of the party, of the Labour Party. The presidential candidate also forgot to use a native cap, which symbolized and differentiates between Iri Hausa and other tribes across the country. After his pictures went viral on social media, some people in the northern Nigeria consider his actions as a highest level of disrespect to their culture. Okay, it is this man that has been saying that for some time, or that said it the very day he went there, and a lot of people came for him. I mean, Adamu Gaba, Peter Obi in Kano, out of sheer disrespect, he didn't even care to dress in the local attire or to identify with the people of the north, nor even remove his shoes. Every other person had his shoes removed except Peter Obi. This is the height of disrespect to the northern culture. The story was published on the verified Facebook account of the former presidential aspirant, Honorable Adamu Gaba. Adamu Gaba, Honorable. Is that one honorable? In the morning, he will leave one party and defer to another party. In the afternoon, he will come back to the same party. Is that how honorable is that one? People that do not even have the interest of the people at heart. These are the young people. Most of the time, I always ask myself and ask people who always say, oh, some youth, they need to learn. I say, learn. What are they learning? Learning from who? Learn from these old men, old criminals. They are old criminals. Because I always say it, you can't be respecting somebody's status and the people or the set of people are making your life miserable. They don't even know or care about your life. Those are the people you think the youth can learn. What are they going to learn? It's just like I'm always using Nigeria as a like a parent and children analogy to demonstrate the situation of Nigeria. As a parent, it is what you are doing that your children will copy. It's only maybe when they grow up, they begin to see other things happening in other families. They will not say, or happening in the society, they will not want to. They now want to tend to some to do, to do things differently. And what is the percentage of those children that want to do things differently, apart from what they have learned from their parents while they were young? So if all those politicians are saying, oh, let us, they should groom the younger ones, what are they going to groom them out of? Poverty? Or is that, let's even not even poverty, say, corruption, greed, all manner of things, impunity, all these shenanigans? Is that what they are going? Is that not what they are going to be learning? And that is why people are not even advocating for the youth, because the youth are even worse. And the youth, the situation the youth they have found themselves as a result of these old men. So this one is honorable too. Honorable from where? So that's aside. And a lot of people are taking it further. And people have said, what has that got to do with visiting people? So removing or not removing or cap or removing this in is now a point that they want to start discussing. But one thing again, if I thought that they want to even dwell on that, it went with people, and I believe the running mate is from that state. They ought to have told him better. They ought to have told him better, and I'm sure before you can even enter, and all these monarchs, all these kings, the kings and every other king in all tribes, before you go there, even if you are opportune to meet with them, they will lecture you before you even go there. This is how it's been done. So I don't know if they are not, if they are, they also have told him, because if they believe it's a taboo or it's something that is not good, they would have made comments, and they would have even told him this is how you are supposed to appear before this thing. So, but I just believe that all this Adamu Gaba just looking for stories that do not even matter. But at the end of the day, I think the second day or so, or maybe that very day, I don't know, he was putting on all those things, which I believe the people there, because he met people, Kano people in that place, because when he was coming out from saw him in one private jet, they welcomed him. They ought to have told him this is it. If they didn't tell him, but that is, it's not really a big deal. Just the way this Adamu Gaba is just trying to portray it. That's just the way I see it. And now it was the first time it was oh, he didn't dress in the attire, but now, oh, he didn't put on cap, he didn't put on shoe, he didn't remove shoe, and all of that. Those are just excuses that do not even hold water. Nothing we cannot hear in this country. So Peter Obi should hide his identity because he need support from North, or as what? Let me tell you people, better for us to stop all this nonsense blaming and vote massively for this an intelligent young man sent by God to deliver Nigeria from the mess which we are into. Buhari know the dress this thing. No, Buhari know the dress in Igbo attire so that to identify with the people. Is the dress is dressing and his act, are they the same? And yet we know what we know, and the kind of mindset he has towards the Eagles. Is it by dressing or whatever? No, just so maybe I'm not sure. I'm not saying that is not even a good thing, just to just make everybody feel good. But when the real work starts, we are going to be seeing something different. But I believe that Adamu Gaba is just looking for excuse where there is none, or look for fault where there is none. Let me ask one very simple but important question. If you people refuse to vote for him because of these mistakes, whose loss will it be? But for me, if it is really a mistake, why you should blame his this thing? They should blame his running mate, and that is why they always talk about governments of inclusiveness, because if this one comes from this one, come from this one, you'll be able to tell what is happening here, what is not happening here. This is how we do things. And two hands, when you wash two hands together, it will be clean. But if you use only one hand, it will not be clean. And that is why we have this issue of NYSC. People to go and learn what is happening in other places and what have you. And some people today just to take it beyond that and go to other countries, go to other places. That's why they say traveling is part of a experience that one can really get in this life. When you travel, you gain experience, you see more things. So to me, this is not even an issue that should cause for alarm, or should cause for that should cause problem. That is how they take this religion of a thing too far, and people are so engrossed with a religion. At the end of the day, they don't even know the God they are even serving. They do things on their own. White people does Peter Obi is a white person or foreigner. This is country of a multicultural and multilingual country. These Obi supporters are not accepting mistake from their candidates because they were already be blinded since the one way Buhari they wear. No, the one way Buhari they wear. At the end of the day, what he bring out of it? Is wearing cap or shoe more important than fixing Nigeria? My dear Hausa brother, it is high time you wake up from your slumbers. You don't even care of the key contents of the visit. Just shoe and cap. Relevancy and irrelevancy are two key things to look at during Obi's visit. Is Obi dressed and having his shoe on relevant to the presidential presidency and manifesto as revealed by his message to his audience in meeting? Majority of most of the time, a lot of people are really gullible, and that is where this Adamu Gaba, that is how they feed, and that is how they thrive. Majority of them, that's how they thrive, to just set confusion. And because of the population they are dealing with, they are not deep thinkers. They will just take everything hook, line, and sinker, and that's it. So that's why he said one time that Amajiri is the pride of the North, and I said, like, seriously? And people were asking him, why is it that your children are not on the streets, since Amajiri is the pride of the North? Is that a good thing? And that's why they will not want that to end. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.